Welcome to the Now You Know podcast, a podcast that will guide you to successfully navigate the online world and give you, as a super bonus, some thought-provoking takes on life. Without further ado, here is your host, entrepreneur, marketer, professor, and author, Flavio Salza. We are happy to have you here today. Enjoy the show.
So today the topic is taking calculated risk. Well, a calculated risk is taken after careful reflection of risk probability, risk impact, and returns. Keep that in mind. So this can be contrasted with risk takers, for example, that do take risk without much of evaluation, right? And sometimes even is a little bit diligence on deciding to take the risk.
Sir, the possibility of successfully navigating an asteroid field is approximately 3,720 to 1.
Never tell me the odds.
So I'm not saying you're going to take all risk in your life in a calculated way, right? That's impossible. Sometimes you have to decide it quickly, and so you have to take the risk anyway. But in this case, I think that you need to take the calculated risks once, because if you, for example, you're trying to start a new online shop, a website, or a podcast program, maybe.
Run.
So whatever you're trying to start it, that will require a certain amount of money. So you must think in terms of calculated risks. You have to ask yourself, if I fail, do I go bankrupt? So if the answer yes, you don't do it. Why? Because that's not calculated risk. If the chance you go bankrupt is 100%, so better not to risk. But let's say the chance to go bankrupt is 70% or 60%. Then you have to think about another thing, which is what is going to be the reward if you get it right? So what is the ROI? So sometimes you have a risk of 70%, but then you have a return over the investment or over your time that pays off the risk. It's much greater than the risk. So your return is 200%. So then you go ahead and do it, right? So that is the kind of calculated risk you have to take it. Now, the same concept works for posting. Remember, at this stage, we are trying to go bolder and bolder, right? So you can take more risk, again, calculated ones, in order to defeat your online competition.
Where shall I find a new adversary so close to my own level?
Try the local sewer.
Now, I already talked before that I'm advocating that polemic topics should be avoided, right? But you have a different take on subjects like politics, religion, society, etc. Should you just be quiet about it? No. Just take some calculated risk and share your opinion, right? But just like walking among mines, right? You may do it if you want to, right? Because it's risk. You might lose your social media account, and you might get banned on certain channels, right? But sometimes your opinion is so good that people might take it as a good opinion, and then you might go viral, and that will also have some benefit for you, right? You make yourself more famous. So again, make it loose on the topic without going too much in the details, but your listeners or your followers might appreciate your opinion sometimes. And then this is, do it, but with calculated risk. Okay? So as an action, the action here is pretty straightforward. You create a framework of decision that will support your decision in a calculated way. Remember, you can talk about probabilities that will happen. For example, if you are doing a post about predictions, right? You add the probability that the prediction that you're, sharing, it really will happen, right? So if it's greater than, 60%, there is a good chance that you're going to get it right? Then you think about the impact. If you do or not do it, right? Is the case of the podcast. You want to start at something. If you do it, what is what can be wrong and what is the damage, right? And if you don't do it, what you are missing? And the same goes to the returns, the ROI. All right? So take calculated risk, be bold, and see you soon again. Bye.
Thanks for listening. The Now You Know guidebook is now available at Amazon worldwide. Get your copy on paperback or Kindle. You can also keep up and interact with Flavio Salza via LinkedIn and Twitter. Plus, check back weekly for new episodes. Until next time, keep rocking and loving on what you do.